Hey guys, I hope everybody's having a fantastic day, whether you're watching this in the morning, in the afternoon, or in the evening. I'm glad you're here. Today we are going to take a quick look, a little overview of a knife that my buddy A to Z has let me hang out with. It is A to Z EDC over on Instagram. Do me a favor and give him a follow if y'all are on Instagram. He's got a great collection. Been more than kind, letting me use a lot of his different knives. Got a little case over here now that I'm working through, so you'll see some different knives. Before I get started, I do want to say thank you to all the channel members. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And I want to say thank you to anyone who subscribes to the channel. And thank you to just anyone who comes in to watch my knife, my EDC content. I really appreciate it. So what we have here is we have a Pena Apache front flipper with a Damascus clip, carbon fiber, M390, wicked little sheep's foot blade, a knife, a group of knives, Penas, that never really got my attention because if you follow the channel, you know I'm not typically a front flipper guy. I'm more of a middle flipper guy or thumb stud guy or even a traditional flipper guy. But this front flipper is dialed so well, and this bolster lock has such good detent. I'll be reviewing several of these Penas because I've never owned one in my collection. Never really had that much interest in them until this one came around, and the others in the collection that I'm kind of currently checking out. And they are very agile knives. They are kind of a traditionally stylish, kind of a modern traditionally stylish knife. They don't look like modern knives to me. They are OEM by Riot. They are slicey as the day is long. So for an EDC knife, I think a knife like this, which for me is a medium-sized knife, fits my hand just perfectly. You got a very nice sharpening choil, not a lot of blade guard, but again, it reminds me of a slip joint knife that locks. So I don't see it to be used in a lot of hard use situations. I look at it as a cutter, cutting fruit, cutting cardboard, cutting paper, cutting the normal things that I cut in an urban EDC environment, which is a city, and just, you know, having a knife that's nice to carry, that's fun to carry, that's fun to fidget with, that is kind of a statement piece. I love the belt satin M390 blade. I love the titanium bolsters. You got the Damascus on the clip and the Damascus on the pivot collars. You've got the carbon fiber onlays on these titanium frames. Just a very well done knife. Titanium recessed frame lock with a ceramic detent. Just snappy as it can be. Very little blade billboarding. You do have the blade steel on the clip side at M390. And then on the show side, you've just got Pena X-Series. I believe the X-Series, if I'm not mistaken, stands for their Riot OEM as opposed to their locally produced knives. But let's do a couple of quick size comparisons to this, give you guys an idea on how big it is. So this is the Pena Apache, and this is the Benchmade bug out. So about a ½ inch shorter than the Benchmade bug out. Look at the Benchmade little bug out. Maybe an inch larger or an inch smaller than the bug out. Maybe a ½ inch larger than the baby bug out. Which means this little guy is going to come in right at 7 inches on the nose. And I bet you we're going to have a 3-inch blade, which we do, and a 4-inch handle, which we do. Our cutting area is 2 3/4. Our inside grip is a very comfortable 3.5, almost 3 1/4. And then we have got a pretty substantial blade stock, but a deep flat grind here. So let's see what we're looking at. .1220 down to a very slicey .0220 with a contoured handle at right over half an inch, .533. So a very good size in my opinion. Fits my hand very, very well. The action is on bearings and it's very drop shutty. I like these Pena knives. I guess I have a renewed appreciation for them because I become more fond of knives that have more of the blade recessed in the handle for more of a gentleman's carry, for a knife that looks a little cleaner, and then for a knife like this that has jimping that's very sharp, that you can really get in there and open it with a top flip. I've not failed this knife once. Well, failed it then, trying to do something fancy. But if I just try to regularly open this knife, it is like secondary nature. My hand does not get in the way. I just reach right up to the top of that crown, give it a little thumb back, and it's open. And again, fits my hand perfectly. You got a beautiful swedge up here. The tip is down close to anything you might be cutting. I think it has a perfect profile and geometry for a lot of your straight cuts, a lot of your pull cuts, a lot of your detail cuts. Just a well done tool. So let's get a quick weight on this guy. And we will see it's titanium, carbon fiber. It's probably going to come in 3 ounces. 3 ounces and a 3-inch blade. So that is a knife that you would say comes in, if you kind of abide by the law of 1 inch per ounce, 3 ounces, 3-inch blade. It is pretty much a perfect match there. But this is the Pena Apache, one of several Penas you'll see in the coming days, and they will be courtesy of A to Z EDC. I'll throw his Instagram down there one more time, just in case you guys want to do me a solid, and go over to Instagram and search for @AtoZEDC.com. He has got some very, very nice knives. Again, he's let me take some of his beaters while he was out of town for a couple of days to kind of check out, which I was really appreciative of, which gives me some time to film some of these. Great little knife. Again, the Pena, one that has never really caught my eye, never really got my attention. I've played with this one. One I'll show you coming up soon has thumb studs. Just a lot of different variations and very nice knives. Pena Apache, guys. I appreciate you watching the video. If you're so inclined, please hit that subscribe button and that bell notification icon. Hit the like button, but most importantly, look out for the guy or gal to your left. Look out for the guy or gal to your right. Look out for each other. Go forward with love in your hearts and choose debate, not hate. I love you all. Peace.